you'll see that mine here is all grayed out if I want to do an Interac e-transfer because I haven't provided any documents. So I can't do a wire transfer. If you bought Bitcoin from a no KYC place, so Bitcoin Well, then as soon as you transfer from that no KYC wallet to an exchange like ShakePay where they do have your identity, then that's all KYC. Then your wallet is compromised in terms of privacy. So the only way that I would sell no KYC Bitcoin is through a peer-to-peer exchange, so through a trusted person. So that because as soon as you give it to anyone that reports to the government your identification and how much Bitcoin you're transferring, then it becomes KYC and it negates the purpose that we're after. Again, someone that is trustworthy. You give them your e-transfer email. They will send you money. They will send you an e-transfer protected by a Interac e-transfer question, right? Just like we use e-transfers. They will not give you that answer until you send them Bitcoin. So once the transaction is on the blockchain and it has reached confirmations, they will give you the e-transfer password so that you can unlock the funds in your bank account. Definitely, because people are always looking to do no KYC trading. Like the most inefficient way, but the most private way would be through cash. Like someone brings a bunch of cash to a meetup or something like that. And then you send them the Bitcoin, or probably wire transfer would be the other way. Again, you have to be very, very careful with how much you're buying and how you're buying it. I don't think you can sell Bitcoin through Bitcoin Well if you don't have KYC active. Because the problem is that you have to give them somewhere that it needs to go, right? So if it's a bank account, the government could assume that it's your bank account. If it's an e-transfer, the government could assume and then see your bank account to see if you received the funds. So again, that is negating the purpose of no KYC. There is systems in place to buy no KYC pretty easily, as you see with the Bitcoin Well ATMs, but there is no easy way to sell Bitcoin no KYC if it's over $10,000. You can send money within the Bitcoin network to anyone with a no KYC wallet, as long as you haven't given your personal information to that other person, right? So Coinos, you don't put in any personal information. You can send from your no KYC wallet to Coinos, no problem. It's pretty crazy, right? We've grown to this society where we're being asked to show everything about ourselves. We're used to our privacy being breached. So now we're finding ways to regain our privacy, and we see how hard it is. So we see how much the financial system and the system overall has kind of encroached on our privacy and autonomy, within our money system. You pay a bill, in the eyes of the government, you are selling Bitcoin to pay that bill, right? So in their eyes, that is a taxable event, and you should pay capital gains or capital losses, or report capital gains or losses on those transactions. Anytime that you dispose of Bitcoin, no matter, we can argue about this all day because we understand that we're just using it as a type of money. We're just paying our bills, but the government says, well, that bill was paid in fiat. Actually, the final destination of that money was not Bitcoin. So we treat that as a taxable event. So yes, Bull Bitcoin will charge you a processing fee on the selling or the paying of that bill, and then the government will, ask you for capital gains taxes on that Bitcoin because it's a KYC exchange. Later, you pay it later. Because the exchange is not charging you tax, the government is charging you tax. So as we know, you pay taxes every April of the year. So that's when your taxes are paid. Bull Bitcoin does not take a fee for the taxes. They just take a fee for the transaction.
Mm-hmm.
When you file your taxes, if you were to um, sell stocks, all throughout the year, you would take those transactions and see what your average cost was, and then what you sold those stocks at all throughout the year as an average, and then the difference will dictate whether you owe capital gains taxes or if you can report a capital loss on your taxes in April. That's what we all advocate for, right? Bitcoin is a great store of value. You should not be trading it or buying and selling all the time, because not only is there tax implications, but you'll probably lose out on Bitcoin trying to time the market. So